What is up, YouTube people? This is Torp, and today I had the idea of making a Mario Kart Wii tracks tier list. So the things I'm going to be making this tier list based off of are how fun the tracks are to drive, how much I enjoy playing them in wars, and any personal biases I have towards or against these tracks. This is not an objective tier list by any means. It is going to be weird, it is going to be wrong, and you're going to get mad. So without further ado, let's begin. I am on tiermaker.com. I will link the template for this tier list down in the description if you want to try it out yourself, make your own, maybe leave some feedback or post your own tier list on Twitter or DM me on Discord, whatever you want. But anyway, let's get into it. So it has the tracks listed in alphabetical order down here, it seems. But I'm gonna go based on the cups. Actually, first we gotta rename our tiers. Well, let's handle that first. So these are the goated tracks. The best of the best. Not much to say there. Let's go solid, I think. And then average. Lame. And trashman. Alright, how about that? That looks good to me. I don't think we'll need any more categories than this. Alright, let's start with LC. Where is it? Trashman. Horrible track. Not fun. Luck-based. Really nothing interesting about it. Gonna fix my webcam angle a little bit. Moo Moo Meadows. Not as bad as Luigi Circuit, but still lame. Not too much going for it again. There's like 2 or 3 places shot can get used. The end can be fun to drive every once in a while. Like, it's okay, but not great. Not my cup of tea. Mushroom Gorge. I'm debating between solid and average, to be honest. I think, personally, my history with Mushroom Gorge is very favorable. And I do like driving it a lot. So I'm gonna put it in solid for now. By the way, if you guys like my overlay right now, I got my face cam down here, blocking an ad, and I have this dry erase marker drawing I did in biology class up in the top right to block another ad. Anyway, Toad's Factory. I used to swear by Toad's Factory being the best track in the game. Kinda don't agree with that anymore, but it's still goated. Definitely still fits my top echelon there. So Mushroom Cup is pretty spread out. Mario Circuit is just lame. I'm sorry. It's just lame. Goes below Moo Moo Meadows. Yeah, it's just lame. CM. I think CM easily gets to be a solid track. Not quite goated. It's kinda iffy here and there, but definitely solid. If you could catch up a little tiny bit better, maybe it'd be goated. DK Summit. Time for a hot take. I'm putting DK Summit in goated. I don't know if I should put it above or below TF, but I think right now I'd put it above. I think right now I'd rather play DKS. Yeah, I'll switch these. DKS is gonna take the top spot for now. This is definitely controversial. Definitely shows how much of a CT player I am, but I really like DKS. I think it has really interesting elements. I think it rewards taking risks a lot better than the other tracks, and I don't know. Okay, next is Gold Mine. I think Gold Mine has to go in average because, like, it's cool, driving it is fun, but there's so much, like, annoying stuff that can happen. I think it has to go here. Like, the TS ramp is dumb, and it's easy to get bumped off in a lot of places, and it only has so much going for it, so it gets to be average. I also do like the fact that the low spots can get a box on the zipper at the start. That's pretty unique. Speaking of unique tracks, Daisy Circuit, where are you? Right here? Trashman. This track is stupid. I don't like driving it. I don't like the Shurby shortcut. I don't like the cones. I don't like how terrible my lighting is because I have a desk lamp up here and I have a white window behind me. I just associate Daisy Circuit with so many bad things. Okay, anyway, Koopa Cape. Koopa Cape is down here, even though it is definitely not last in the alphabet. I think Koopa Cape gets to be average. Just looking at these tracks, it's gotta be, yeah, it just fits right in there perfectly. And now we have a nice, even distribution between the tiers. I really like this so far. Maple? I think Maple's dope, actually. I'm gonna put Maple in solid. I think Maple's a really cool track. It's very unique, especially at the beginning. It definitely rewards people who can drive it well. The item play at the start and, like, the bridge section is pretty interesting. It's cool, definitely. I also do like the shroomless cut at the beginning. It kind of divides the pack into, like, people who are trying to get to the front and then people who are trying to hold good items and work their way up later, so it kind of works out like that, even though it's a running track. Grumble. Oh, Grumble. I don't like Grumble as much as I used to. I think Grumble, it goes in between Koopa Cape or Moo Moo Meadows, but I don't know if it's average or lame. I think I'm gonna put it average just because it's fun to time trial doing the rock. That's about it though. This track is not great online. The driving on it's super fun, it just gets ruined by the fact that it's so easy to get hit in a bunch of places, and Shotgun Lap 3 always feels like a nightmare. Moving on to DDR. You guys already know where I'm putting this. This is just free. This is easy #1. My best track. I think it's the most fun track to drive. It has some of the most interesting shortcuts, most interesting strats, and you can win a bunch of different ways on it. Definitely a cool track. Good backspam spots. It has it all. The only thing weird about this track is the bounces and TTs are really annoying. And some people might not like the slippery terrain, but I feel like the slippery terrain on DDR doesn't really bring it down too much. Alright, Moonview, I think I'm going to put it in the same camp as Goldmine, kind of, where it's like a decent track, but some random stuff goes wrong, and it can be annoying. But it's not as fun to drive as Goldmine, so I'm going to actually move it. I'd rather play GV than Moonview. Right? No. Oh, I don't know. I think Moonview goes here. We'll leave it there for now. BCWii is a solid track for sure. I think it goes here. I think BCWii is a really cool track. It's fun to drive. It has a lot of interesting skill elements. The communication at the beginning is always interesting. I like the strats that you can do as a team there. If it didn't have the glitch, it would probably be a little higher. I think the glitch is kind of weird, kind of whack. And it is really easy to get messed up on the spiral because of the fire pillars and the... Like, sometimes you fly off the stairs when you're trying to shroom. But other than that, I really like it. So it gets to be solid. Now, Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road is lame. I think it's only fun for like 2 people at a time in the race, and otherwise you're just like stuck in a cluster or it's just impossible to catch up, so I'm gonna put it there. I think it's lame, but it's better than these two. Okay, moving on to the retros. We're gonna start off with, of course, Peach Beach. Where's Peach Beach? Trashman. This track is stupid. This track is getting worse and worse, just like GV, because people are starting to use their shocks at literally any spot. Anytime after like 35 seconds, the shock is a factor, and it's just stupid. There's nothing really to drive. There's so much space everywhere, so like if you're getting redded, you're just screwed. It's not good. Yoshi Falls. I dread playing Yoshi Falls. I hate this track too. This goes in Trashman. It's just not fun. Like, it feels like such a gimmicky running track. I don't know. It's just not good. The beginning part's annoying, the waterfall's annoying, the placement of the boxes is annoying, the bill routes are just horrible. It's trash. I'm sorry. GV2 is lame, but it's probably like... Is it? I'd say it's here. I think it's here. I kind of like GV2 more than some of the other lame short running tracks. It definitely leaves a lot to be desired. I don't know. I mean, the whole point of this track is that it's really short and simple, so it kind of accomplishes that, but as a concept, that's just kind of lame. Raceway. I kind of want to put Raceway in average. I kind of want to put it here. I just personally like it. I feel like it has a lot of history. It's always exciting. It's always a fun time. You can always win. It's got the Troy strat. What's not to love? Alright, it's going in average. Bottom of average. Alright, Shurby. This might surprise people, but I'm going to put Shurby, like, really freaking high. I'm putting Shurby, like, here. I love this track. I actually think the off-road makes it really interesting in how you use your different items to catch up. I like how the slippery texture changes the way you interact with the corners and the items, which is weird because a lot of people hate it for those reasons, but I'm just very fond of the track. Shy Guy Beach. Trashman. Probably worse than Luigi Circuit. This track sucks. This track is really bad. This track has no redeeming qualities, to be honest. The crabs are dumb. The driving's dumb. There's not that many item boxes. Shortcuts are dumb. It's annoying. The last straight where you have to go through that tiny skinny path for like 4 seconds in a row is just awful. I don't like this track. This track can die in a fire or drown in a typhoon. Delfino. We have Delfino Square. People hate this track, but I don't think it's terrible. I think it's lame. Actually, I think in good conscience, I have to put Delfino above Raceway. So, it's going to take its spot in average. I kind of like Delfino more than most people, I think. Even though it is kind of relying on the first 2 sets. It is the Angst's favorite track, so it gets a little bit of a boost for that reason. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Desert Hills. This is kind of trash. I don't know. It goes like here. And while I'm at it, I'm moving Daisy Circuit above all these, to be honest. At least you get to do something on Daisy Circuit. It has like the sidewalk in like the last couple turns, which is enough to put it above these, to be honest. Parkway's kind of lame. I think it goes like here or here. I think I like it more than Rainbow Road, though. I think Parkway goes here. So right there, yeah, right there. It also is a Daisy track, and as you know, Daisy carries bad players. No offense. Alright, what do we got next? We got... Wait, I just ranked Parkway super out of order, didn't I? Right? Did I just completely skip stuff? Yeah, I completely skipped stuff. Why did I do that? Whatever, forget it. I'm doing... What was I on? I was on Stadium? Yeah. Stadium... Solid track. I think it goes... here. I really like driving this track. It has a lot of interesting, unique elements. Definitely rewards players who are good at the track. It would maybe be goated if it weren't for the TS ramp at the end, because that definitely ruins a lot of otherwise really interesting races. And it kind of makes shocks predictable in wars. Like, you kind of get the same shocks most of the time. So for that reason, it's solid, but it is one of my favorite tracks to drive for sure, especially once I started putting time into it. Okay, so after Stadium was... Yeah, I just completely skipped over Stadium and I went to Desert Hills, and then I did Parkway, which was completely out of order. But don't worry about it, they're all going to get up there. I know the order of the tracks, guys, trust me, it's okay. So now we have BC3. I don't like BC3 that much, but it is a really cool track. It can also be dumb sometimes, but I think it's got to go like here. I think it's got to be like the top of average. It's definitely cool that even though you can block the cut, there's like a riskier version of the cut. Although when people are bumping you off, it's not cool at all. But I think it lands a nice spot in average. And look at this, we got a really nice even spread here on the right, so I dig that. RMC? Who picks this? I'm pretty sure RMC is the least picked track on WeemFi, according to that one page where they keep the stats. I think it goes like here. I don't know. I think it's got to go there. This track's just it's just kind of dumb. It's just kind of another luck track. I don't know. It's like Peach Gardens, but like weird. I think it goes there. It's nothing special. Alright, on to the last cup. MC3. MC3 is kind of lame, but it was also kind of built to be lame. I don't know, it's just a circuit. But I think it goes like here. I think it's better than Raceway. There's a lot of tracks that kind of function similarly, which I guess is my problem with luck tracks, is that they're just kind of based around going from item set to item set, cutting off time here and there, so I'm going to leave it there. Gardens probably goes in average. Gardens has a really useful spot in the war meta right now, and driving it is fun. It's like a solid luck track. Not really it's not really luck based, so you can kind of plan things out in the head, and there are some really interesting backspam spots. So I think it gets to be an average. I put it like here. Actually here. Yeah, right there. All right, 2 more tracks to go. DK Mountain. It has really cool things about it. I think it requires a good amount of vehicle control around the mountain parts and the tight turns in the middle. So I think it gets to be an average, but I don't like it that much. It's really easy to get screwed over at the end on the bridge. I just don't like the bridge in general, the way it's bouncy and you can't really accelerate on it if you get like hit by anything. So it gets to be there, I guess. And RBC. I don't know if this is a hot take either, but I'm gonna put this all the way up here. I think this track is really sick, especially in wars. Like, it requires you to communicate really well with your back spams. Drafting is really important. Holding your items in good spots is key as well, because there's only a couple places to catch up, but like it's still doable. I think it really just requires you to have really solid fundamentals and chemistry, and for that reason it's one of my favorite tracks, especially in wars. And driving it's fine. I mean, it's mostly right angles, but there's some cool stuff. And I like the rail cut at the end too. It's a good element of, risk versus reward, and you can block it. So I think that's gonna wrap up my tier list. Kind of sad, there's a lot of tracks that I don't like very much. The good news is you play 12 tracks per war, 12 tracks for Mogi, and if you want a TT you can just play DDR over and over again, so it's all good. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment if you liked or hated my tier list. I will not get mad no matter what your opinion is. If you want to like the video, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Same thing goes if you want to subscribe. The button's right there, baby. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.